All right, soldier. Look here. I know you might think you got some real friends around you, some real solid family around you, and you probably do, but they ain't tell you that you got uncomfortable. They haven't been telling you that. They haven't looked you in your eye and said, you eased up. What happened? Why are you so comfortable? So let me be the first to come and tell you that. Get back to work. What are you doing? Job ain't done yet. That thing you said you was gonna do, and you've been talking about it, you've been telling all your friends about it. How come? Why ain't you do it yet? You hit a goal, and then all of a sudden you said, "Oh, I can ease up now. I can relax a little bit. I'll get back to the grind later. Let me take a little break." And it's been 3 months. It's been 90 days plus. You still sitting around comfortable. You just happy with being miserable. That ain't happiness. See, comfortability breeds misery, keeps you stuck. There's a huge difference between being content and being comfortable. So sometimes we as men, we get so focused on a goal, right? Sights is focused. Nothing can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Laser focused. It could be a year out. And you know exactly what you're gonna do every day up until that year till you finally hit it. And let me go ahead before I get too deep into this. Let me go ahead and weed the week out right now. So when I'm making this video, I'm assuming that I'm talking to intelligent men who are determined on elevating their life, elevating their standards, and being apex, getting to the top of the top of the top, being top of the top of the top men. Okay, I'm not talking about you weaklings who sit around, y'all rather sit around complain online all day, worried about how come a girl doesn't like you, why isn't she texting me back? How come I can't get a date? Can't even do 10 push-ups. Can't even do a single pull-up. I'm not talking about y'all. Okay? Go back to your Reddit forums. You can go complain online all day. I'm sure somebody will respond back to you. Who cares enough? We don't care over here. We don't want it rubbing off on us either. All right? I'm talking to the guys over here who want to either already have structure in their life and they want to elevate it, or they don't have any structure but they're ready to learn. They want to have structure. They want to change their life and elevate and become that apex man, the man that they dream about, the man that when they were a kid thought that they were going to grow up to be. I'm talking about these men. Okay, these are the men that we building over here. We not worried about y'all weaklings. So y'all can go ahead and click off right now. Okay, let me get back to the point. So you get your sights set on something, you finally, and then here come the day you finally hit that goal, right? Oh, it feels so good. You finally did that thing. You were telling everybody about it. You had doubts. You had days where you felt like you weren't going to get to it. But then you finally went and you did it. And it feels amazing. So then after you get done doing it, you know, naturally, you're a human. You're not a robot. You're going to be like, take a little break. I don't want to burn out. Let me slow down a little bit. I'll get back to it. And then it's been 3 months. What are you doing? I'm talking to you. What are you doing? You eased up way too much, soldier. You need to put your foot back on that gas. And I'm telling you this off experience. I've been that guy too. I've always been super ambitious and driven my whole life. And I know if I've gone through bouts where I've gotten too comfortable, where I know I had to check myself, I know you have too. I know most people have. Even the best of the best have. It's all about controlling it. It's totally fine to take a break. You really don't want to burn out, because that could set you back a lot more than, you know, the constant grind. That constant grind have you burn out, and then, you know, now your mind's too cluttered, you're too stressed out, physically stressed, mentally stressed. You don't want to have the burnout. That's way worse. But you want to be able to take a break and then bounce back. So how do you do that, right? Because the problem is comfortability keeps you stuck and it breeds misery. When you're in that comfortable state, all you're doing is really, most of the time, you're wasting time. So you regret that. Now you're miserable. You regret where you could have been in that time period. that you took off, that you started drinking, that you started smoking, where you could have been if you just didn't do that, right? The solution to all of that is literally just discipline. See, discipline is discipline is what makes a man. And I gotta be fully honest, some of us just got discipline and some of us just don't. And it's just plain and simple. Okay? And there's guys out here that have no discipline. You can put them in the military. You can try to beat the discipline into them. I'm sure there's drill sergeants out there right now that tell you he still ain't disciplined. He still don't got it. He still don't got to figure it out. I've been trying to get this one little rookie in here. I've been trying to get him right for years. He just don't got it. He don't got it in him. Okay? Discipline is what sharpens the steel that keeps you going in life. Discipline is what determines your work ethic. You can see someone's discipline when you first meet them. You run into a big old fat 30% plus body fat mother sucker that's just walking around they can't even walk without breathing all heavy. First thing you thinking about that person subconsciously, oh damn. As soon as you see a donut, it's gone. He ain't got no discipline. He never started a diet, nothing. Discipline is seeing that same guy, that big, fat, slobby thing walking down the street. That's seeing that guy in the gym every time every time you're there, you see him. That's discipline. You know how hard that is to get all that weight off you? You know how much harder it is to work out with all that extra weight on you? Imagine doing all your same workouts with 100, even 50 pounds more on you. It would be extremely more difficult. All right. The solution to all of your problems is discipline. Discipline is what's going to take you to the next step. That's the solution. Okay? But that's too broad. So I'm going to go over 5 specifics that I personally do, just in my experience. I don't like to go refer to other people's or, see what's most popular online or how to get out of being comfortable. I don't want to do all that. I'd rather go over what I do because I know what works for me and I know it could work for you. So here's 5 things. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget them. I don't got the best memory in the world. That I do to get, when I notice that I've gotten too comfortable, to kind of get out of that slump and go ahead and fix it. So the very first thing you have to do is take ownership and be fully accountable, and then reflect. All right. Accountability is very big. It's right up there with discipline. I mean, you got to have discipline to be accountable, but you can be accountable without discipline too at the same time. It's certain situations, right? So being accountable is I would say is a close second to discipline, right? Maybe it is second to discipline. Taking ownership in the sense of, and what I mean by that is knowing that you're in the slump, checking yourself, go in the mirror right now. Hey, you got way too comfortable, man. What are we doing? Where'd my drive go? Where's my ambition at? What do I need to do to get back on track, to get back to work? I got too comfortable, I eased up, I messed up. It's time to get back to work now. That's the very first thing you need to do. Hold yourself accountable, realize it, say it out loud, make it real. That will plant the first seed that'll grow the tree into you getting back into the work grind. Okay? That's where it first starts. And then you gotta reflect on it. Reflect on what you've been doing while you were comfortable. You've been drinking too much. You've been smoking, eating, watching a little bit too much Netflix every night. Okay? I'm gonna get back to these in a little bit, but you gotta reflect on all the things you've been doing that's not serving you, okay? All right? Second, cut those things off. Cut off everything that isn't serving you. Once you finally taken the step and say, okay, I got too comfortable. What have I been doing lately? Has it been serving me? Make a checklist. Get a loose leaf piece of paper. Get you a pencil or a pen. Write down. Put a line in the middle, line across. Write down This is serving me, this is not serving me. I guarantee you got more things on that list while you're comfortable that's not serving you. Go ahead and write all those things down, eliminate them. Toxic relationship, eliminate it. Drinking too much, eliminate. Alcohol in general, eliminate it. Other drugs, eliminate it. Binging Netflix, wasting time, eliminate it. Okay? You got to cut off those things that are serving you. Those are the things that are keeping you comfortable. All right? That's really what they are. Don't just look at it as, oh, yeah, well, everything's not always going to be, I got to have something. I got to have some vice. Sure, but you're not controlling it right now. That's what the first step was for, to understand you're comfortable. You need to get out of that slump. So this is what you need to do to get out of it. At least this is what I do, and this is really what's going to help you. I'm telling you. Cut off the things that ain't serve you. Number 3, tie everything to a specific goal. This will help you form steps, stay motivated or disciplined, and keep going to get out of that comfortability slump, okay? So, like one of the things I hate is like when people go to the gym and they don't really have no goal. Like they just there to work out. You gotta have some type of goal in mind. You gotta have something that you're working toward. Whether it could just be just maintaining your body. That's still a goal, and that takes effort. You still need to keep the, whatever your physique is. If you're just trying to maintain, like you're not in a bulking stage or a cutting stage, you just want to kind of stay where you at. That's still a goal. That's fine. That still takes work. You still got to focus on the right calories and your macros, and everything. You got to make sure everything is staying right where you want it at. That takes effort. But I'm talking about those people that go to the gym and they just, oh yeah, as long as I go 4 times a week, that's all I need. They don't have no type of routine. They just go based on when they feel like it. Like you just going just to go. Just because you have a gym membership. I don't want to waste the money, so let me go ahead. As long as I can do 4 workouts a day, 30 minutes a day, I'm good. You're not building, you're not doing nothing. You're not building towards anything. You have no goal in mind. You got to have a goal. And I'm using the gym because it's just easy. And a lot of guys, a lot of guys over here I'm talking to, I'm assuming is working out and, building themselves up. Because you can't be apex if you got a weak body. So I'm using the gym as an easy example. But you got to basically, you have to work toward, you have to set a goal so you have something to work towards. So this leads into my next point, and you'll see why I'm saying this. But like you have to have a weight goal, or you have to have a physique goal, or you have to have a PR goal or something like that. You have to have something, it doesn't have to be that big, that drastic, just something little. It could just be, man, I want to try to, I did 35-pound dumbbell lateral raises last week. Let me try 40 pounds this week. I want to get up to 40 pounds. And it might take you a couple weeks to do it. Because you gotta take rest days and stuff like that. So it might take you a couple weeks to do it. And then when you finally hit that 40 pounds, like, okay, you've gained strength. You've gained muscle doing that. But you kept going because you had that goal in mind. You get what I'm saying? And that can translate to anything else too. But I'm just using the gym again as an easy example. This leads into my 4th point of building momentum. It keeps keeping the ball rolling. Okay? Once you build momentum, that's all you really need. That's the primary drive that's gonna get you out of that slump of being comfortable. Getting the ball rolling. You gotta build momentum first. So first you realize, okay, I got too comfortable. What the hell am I doing? Okay? Then you cut out all the things you were doing while you were comfortable that were keeping you there. All right? Then you set a goal and you tie everything to that goal. Everything that you're doing to that goal. Okay? That gets the ball rolling. Now, all right, it's week number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up them 40-pound dumbbells now. Let me go ahead and try this. Well, I got 3 solid ones out. The ball is rolling now. I got some momentum now. A couple weeks ago, I couldn't even get one up. Or I could get one, but it was a little shaky. But now I just did 3, 5 solid reps. Oh, next week I got this. I'm knocking this out. I'm gonna get 6 to 8 next week. And then boom, now you got some momentum now. You get what I'm saying? That leads into the very last thing. Do things even when you don't want to do them. Again, this is sharpening the discipline aspect. So this sharpens the discipline aspect. So what I'm saying is like everything always leads back to the discipline, right? So you want to sharpen that. That's gonna be your number one tool to keep sharp, your discipline. So after you finally got the ball rolling, you build that momentum up. Now you're starting to get out of that comfortability slump. You back to the grind. You back focused again. Now you got to start doing some things even when you don't want to do them now, because the comfortability slump is gonna come back again. Okay, you're gonna relapse. All right, it's not gonna be a smooth sailing process. And I'm talking from experience. It's not gonna be smooth sailing where like, okay, I built some momentum up. Now I'm good. I got momentum, ball rolling. I can just keep it rolling. No, it's gonna be some time, some days that are gonna come up, some moments even that are gonna come up. It might be hard to get out of bed one of them days. Ooh, that mattress is a little comfortable in the morning. It's early outside. The sun barely rose up yet. The pillow is a little too soft. It's nice and cold. That nice cool to touch feeling. You had you a nice little dream. You was a millionaire and you driving your favorite car and you got the baddest chick passenger. Dang, you don't want to get up. Get up anyway. Get up, eat something, get that workout in. Again, I'm just using the gym and workouts as just examples. What I'm saying is do the things you don't feel like doing anyway, because you know it's gonna go to the ultimate goal, and that's what's gonna get you out of the slump of being comfortable. Just do it anyway. Don't worry about how you feel. How you feel changes on a day-to-day. We don't let the women have that one. All right, we don't move off feelings over here. We move off structure. We understand over here as apex men. We understand that things have to be done to get done. Things don't just happen. Things don't just fall out of the sky. We can't worry about how we feel on certain days. Okay? I mean, unless you ill, you know what I mean? Unless you injured or something serious, you know, I understand that. Take a break. Don't force yourself past your real limits like that, where it's just going to be detrimental. But do the things that you don't feel like doing anyway. That's going to get you out of being comfortable real quick, because that's going to build your discipline. And what I say the solution was to being comfortable, to stay out of being or prevent yourself from getting too comfortable, discipline. So those are the 5 things, guys, that work for me. This video getting a little too long. I didn't mean for it to be this damn long. So yeah, in conclusion, you know, notice, adjust, execute, repeat. Notice, adjust, execute, repeat. That's really, to simplify everything I just said, do those things. All right? Stay disciplined, stay sharp, stay apex.